Hello, hello, welcome back. Today, guys, we are doing something really fun. It's called a zombie press. So whether you are working this either in your headstand, your forearm stand, or your handstand, you can zombie press whichever way you'd like. You can do it with a puppy press, a straddle press, or a pike press. Now, what you may have noticed is that my mat is turned to the side. We are going to be dragging ourselves across the ground, so you need something kind of smooth. Carpet's really hard, you could get a carpet burn. Grass, not so easy. Find something like a wood flooring, linoleum, something of that nature. That way you can drag yourself. Pants are very helpful. I probably should have worn a longer shirt. And as you can see, I have my socks because you're dragging the tops of your feet and you kind of get a little bit of a floor burn. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and get started on working on our zombie press. I have one nice little drill that I want you guys to work on in order to get your full zombie press. So I'll show it to you both in a forearm stand and a handstand. And these are just called zombie pulls or zombie drags. They're also probably technically called lat pulls or lat drags. So with the forearm stand, just go ahead and get your forearms down on your rubber matting or whatever you're going to press onto. Make sure that your elbows are only shoulders width, palms down nice and flat. Extend your body out nice and far because you have to drag yourself in. And so for just the drags, just the lifts, we're not going to press all the way up. This is the drill I want you to work. I want you to engage your belly muscles, pull them in, get them tight, butt is engaged, all the butt muscles are hugging towards the bones in the legs, back muscles are engaged. And the most important muscle is the lat. So as you drag yourself in, think about pulling your elbow towards your lowest rib. Don't let your elbows flare out, keep them close to the body. All right, so with the palms down and the forearms glued down, let's do our little forearm zombie drag. Lift your chest, drag yourself in, push the floor away, lift the hips high. And then hold it and reverse it nice and slow. So super important whenever you're working any kind of press, always work those negatives, always work that reversal because it really does help for you to be able to get that lift the next time. So there's your one on your forearm stand. Maybe do that drill anywhere from 5 to 10 times, maybe 3 different sets. Drag yourself in, lift up as high as you can, send yourself back out. Of course, always remembering elbows in, don't let them flaring out. As the hips lift high, the belly has to pull in, think compression. All right, so that's how it would look if you were doing these zombie drags, these lat drags with our forearms. To do them with a handstand position, you just need your hands, not so much your forearms, down on whatever mat or item that you're dragging yourself onto. So just the hands are down, drag yourself as close as you can, lift your chest, bring the toes in as close as you can, and send them back out. Do that a few times, hands down, chest is lifting, everything's tight and engaged. Push the floor away, lift the hips high, and send it back out. So again, repeat that a few times until that gets easier. And if you can only go, halfway, you drag yourself there, and that's all you got, perfect, work there. Work where you are, find your edge, and as you get stronger, you'll be able to lift higher and higher. All right, so there's your drill. Now let me show you what that full zombie press looks like. All right, we'll go back to the forearm stand. Elbows and the forearms are down. First things first, muscles are all engaged, body gets very, very tight. Lift the chest. Plant those hands and those elbows down. As the chest lifts, the glutes engage. Drag yourself in as close as you can. Get hips high and let the legs float up. Pause for a moment at the top and lowering back down. Always nice and slow. Trying to follow that same alignment that you had to press up. All right, so for the last one, I'll show you the full zombie press on your hands. Let's hope I can do it. All right, so hands down, lay the body out. Everything hugs and everything gets tight. Chest lifts. Drag yourself in. Lift those hips high. Get them as close as you can. Floating all the way up. Find that straight line. And reverse it back down. And there you go. That's how you begin working on your zombie press, whether it's in a forearm stand or a handstand. I hope that that helped. Maybe you got a little tip or a trick that made that click for you, make a little bit more sense. If you work your zombie press on Instagram, please tag me. I'd love to see what you're doing. My name's Kelsey Yogi. I'm Kelsey. Please, please, please have a wonderful day. Work hard. Namaste.